with their trucks, and it is full of safety problems.
My Tesla Cybertruck has 3 official recalls involving
Gojo.
the wiper motor, the accelerator pedal,
Let me
and
get
this
back to
little
the
plastic
reference.
part right here just flying off as you're driving.
And I just so happened to have rented one. I tried to remain optimistic when I picked up the Cybertruck, and at first everything seemed fine. It looked like a marvel of engineering, you know, big, sharp, the windshield wiper was humongous. But other than that, honestly, things seemed pretty normal. Until I started driving the car home. On my way home with the truck, I started to notice that nearly every person who drove past me was staring at me. People were gawking, mouths agape, some even took pictures. I was starting to feel like an animal trapped in some kind of cyber zoo. And things only got worse when I got home and finally got to do some research, only to find that people hate this truck.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Owner after owner have been posting videos on social media of people peeing on their trucks in broad daylight. I didn't realize how strongly people felt about this truck, but I was starting to worry that they felt the same about the people on the inside of it. Should I be fearing for my safety? I know damn well that the windows aren't going to protect me. At the very least, I needed to make sure that I was not seen anywhere near this truck. I needed a disguise. I needed to become neon. Vortex, he's the coolest guy. And spins AI. Look at him go. What a little freak, it's neon. Vortex. So, I've spent a decent amount of time with the Cybertruck now, and I've compiled a little list of pros and cons. So we'll go through that real quick so you can get a quick rundown of everything that's good / bad about the Cybertruck. Just in case you need like a quick decision. You got your finger on the buy button right now, and you just need to know, Neon, should I buy this thing or not? Pros. The interior is actually pretty nice. I like the little ambient lighting that goes around the whole front of the cabin. Actually, I think it's in the back too. There's a little strip. The steering wheel has the turn signals on the wheel, which takes a little while to get used to, but once you are used to it, I think it's actually pretty nice. All of the materials on the inside seem pretty nice. Like the material on the roof liner is like a nice suede kind of thing. It's pretty spacious on the inside. It has ventilated seats. My butt's so cold. I changed my mind. This is a con. Okay, cons. There are several things in the car that are too small and shaped oddly. The steering wheel is like tiny, and then the rear view mirror.
I just don't think I have a.
And to make tonneau cover is closed,
I just don't think I have a
thing
thing good enough to do fine detail, especially one this small.
Black because there's a thing in the way. Another con: this thing is sharp. If I ran into somebody, I would slice them in half with this car. I also feel like it being made out of stainless steel might be bad for its crash test rating in general, but also the fact that it's so sharp means that opening and closing doors is kind of uncomfortable. Because this car doesn't have any door handles, the way you open it is you have to push a button, then the door pops open a little bit, and you have to kind of reach your hand into the space where the car door has opened and pull it open. But since this car is made out of like weirdly cut stainless steel, it's kind of sharp in there when you open it. It's an unpleasant feeling on the hand, and you never really feel like you're grabbing it in the right place. This truck is wrapped in a matte black color, and one of the reasons the owner said he wrapped it is because you basically just grab this thing all over to open it, and there were fingerprints everywhere. Also, changing gears is a pain in the butt. It's actually a little thing that you slide on the screen. If you want to go forward, you slide the little truck forward. If you want to go backwards, you slide it backwards. Which is not a huge deal if you're just driving from one place to another, because how often do you really change gears in the car anyway? But the second you have to do any kind of 3-point turn where you have to change gears more than once, it's such a pain. Bug just landed on my eyeball. One thing that's sort of a pro and a con is the rivet in the accelerator pedal. You see, when Tesla first started shipping the Cybertruck, owners began to realize pretty quickly that after a short time of use, the plate on the pedal could come loose while you're pushing it down all the way.
Literally
and slide
so
out
dangerous.
and wedge
It's just
into the
so
car,
dangerous.
effectively trapping the accelerator pedal to the floor.
Alright, it's gonna dry now.
Front trunk of the Cybertruck, and because it is super sharp and can close automatically, it is apparently basically a guillotine. When people with access to Cybertruck started realizing this, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube were all flooded with videos of people testing it out with various fruits and vegetables, and it did not look good for the Cybertruck. Tesla took note of this and actually issued a safety update to the car software fixing the issue. Kind of. The update led to yet another wave of videos, this time owners more confidently testing the frunk with their own hands. But what a lot of them didn't realize, however, is that the way Tesla fixed this issue is by making it so the first time you try closing the frunk, it closes very lightly. And if it notices any resistance at all, it comes back up, just how you'd want. But if you keep trying to close it after that, Tesla assumes, hey, maybe you've stuffed the frunk with a big bag, and you don't care if it closes a little bit harder, you just want the dang frunk closed. Surely someone isn't just standing there slamming the frunk on their hand over and over, trying to prove their allegiance to Elon Musk. So when this Tesla nut Jeremy Judkins went to test out the new update, a little scared from how dangerous he'd heard it was before, he started out with his big sturdy forearm. Then he worked his way down to his hand, and finally his lone little index finger. Unbeknownst to
Even
him,
if
the
it's
front
just
was
for, like,
getting
a
stronger
test.
and stronger every time until
Everybody's been waiting for this. The finger.
it thought about it for maybe a second and was like, do I want to kill this guy? And then it said, alright, what the heck, we'll let you go. So that's nice. Alright, driving test.
I already drew this, and now I gotta redraw it again.
And kill somebody. One interesting thing right now is it says press to drive, and it's showing a picture of the accelerator pedal. So I like that it kind of assumes that as a Cybertruck owner, you have no idea how to drive. The experience of driving a Cybertruck is a little different due to its unique steer-by-wire mechanism, which means the steering wheel is actually not physically controlling the wheels. It's doing it electronically, which means that it can do things like turn more sharply when you're in a parking lot and less sharply when you're at highway speeds. It's a cool idea in concept, I think, but it definitely took some getting used to, and also, I don't know, like, was this really a problem before? I I kind of liked that every time I turned my steering wheel, it turned the car the same amount. First time I took a turn in this thing, actually every subsequent turn I took after that too, I was like, whoa, this thing is a fucking Bronco, man. It's trying to book me right out of it. This is a wily gal. I've been saying it all day, even alone in the car on the way from the guy's house who owns this thing. I was just saying, yeah, this thing is a wild girl. Yeah, I definitely don't like how tiny the steering wheel is and how flat it is on the top. It just feels like wiggling it a little bit sends the car so far in one direction. You really gotta be 10 and 2, if that analogy even applies to a rectangle or a trapezoid. I don't know what this is. I think it's like a hexagon. As a passenger, how is this for you, Jake? Is it?
I would say I get motion sick in cars.
Uh-huh.
I normally don't get motion sick in the front seat.
Please.
In this one, I am feeling a little motion sick.
No!
Sorry. It's a fucking Bronco, you know? What can I say?
She's a wild gal. Imagine setting your phone here, and sometimes you slam on your brakes and the things in your car go sliding forward. Imagine if something went sliding forward all the way to the front of this dashboard. There's no way that you could ever get that back while you're driving. So if your phone was up there or anything important, you just gotta wait until the end of your drive to get it back. Either that, or you have to floor it so fast that it comes flying back, and then you just sort of catch it like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Kind of feels like I'm in the weirdest Uber ever right now.
For Jake? Where you going, man? The future? Strap in, buddy. It's gonna be a wild ride, and I don't know how to drive. We go.
I should be sleeping. I have places to be in the morning, but here I am.
To be hungry at this time.
Drawing and painting an anime character
Butterburger or cheeseburger?
instead of sleeping. Cause sleep is for the weak, which is what I'll be tomorrow.
Just for the day, yeah. I was thinking about getting one, so I just wanted to see if I liked it or not.
I'll test it out.
Yeah. Do you really like it?
It was nice, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Some people like it and some people hate it. I don't know if I really like it or not.
Futuristic.
Yeah.
Nobody has that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
He looked kind of like he was going to laugh at me when I first pulled up. He was nice about it, though. He said he liked it. Do you think he really liked it? I may never know whether that guy really liked the Cybertruck or if he was just being polite, or worse yet, sarcastic. But while we were sitting in an empty church parking lot enjoying our meal, we were confronted again, but this time in a much stranger way. As we were sitting there minding our own business, a woman pulled up beside us and just starred for a good 30 seconds.
She's just looking.
The windows of the truck are kind of tinted, so I didn't know if she could see us, but I was worried that she was security for the church or something, and we weren't supposed to be there. So I rolled down the window to ask if everything was okay. And finally, she spoke. Hello. How's it going? Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm really late.
Yeah, of course. I'm filming a YouTube video right now. That's why I'm dressed up all weird. So I showed her around the car for a little bit, and she took a ton of pictures. Also, I had taken off my wig, so I looked even more insane, but she never questioned it. Then she told us that her grandchildren would love this. And they live pretty close by, so she asked how long we'd be there for. We said probably 10 minutes, and she said, 30 minutes? And we said, okay. And then we waited for 30 minutes while she went to go get her grandkids. Yeah, of course. Come on over. They did indeed love the Cybertruck. What do you think? You like it? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah? Cool. We went all around it. They asked a ton of questions. Their grandmother kept telling them to wave at the camera. So the back is a truck. It's got a truck bed in the back. Oh, a gaming room. That's a good idea. I think this kid must watch a lot of Brent Rivera or something, because when he saw the back of the truck, he was like, oh my god, it's so big! You could fit a secret gaming room back here! And then when he saw the front, he was like, oh, this is too small. You could not fit a secret gaming room up here. It's like he only thought in terms of secret gaming rooms. It was insane. Uh-huh. Oh, good idea. I like it. That'll be a good first car, huh? Smile. 1, 2, 3. And with that, my time with the Cybertruck had come to an end. It was time to bring it back to the person I rented it from. And wait, what is that? What's going on with those podcast recommendations? And you know what? The music recommendations, too. Who owns this car? All right, that's it. I'm pissing on this thing. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join.
Finishing nursing school in Iowa City, I worked as a nurse for 38 years. Sometimes my patients faced very tough decisions.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. My mom loved that song.
What's up, Greg? And welcome back to another episode of If you've watched my channel for a long time, you may remember me making a video about the movie Standing Ovation 5 years ago. And you might think that that movie should have nothing to do with the movie we're going to be watching today. Croc. Because, well, Standing Ovation is about a ragtag group of girls competing in a singing and dancing competition, while Croc is about a man-eating crocodile brutally murdering dozens of people. Come to think of it, in Standing Ovation, I don't think even one person is brutally murdered by a crocodile. But the movies are related nonetheless, because they were both directed by this man, Stuart Raffel. Stuart directed Standing Ovation, he directed Croc, he directed another movie called Bad Girl Island, which I'm very curious about, and he also coincidentally directed Mac and Me, that E.T. ripoff from the 80s that Drew has talked about on his channel, and also Paul Rudd always used to bring a clip of on Conan. This man has a prolific career of creating low-budget films that leave you questioning if what you just watched could even be considered a movie. And today, I'm pleased to report that Croc is no different. This movie starts off with a little origin story for the Croc. You're probably wondering why he goes on this murderous rampage. Is he hungry? Is he some kind of mutant? No. It's because two fishermen wake him up with a bomb. Hey man, I get it. Don't wake me up with a bomb either. Until I've had my morning coffee, am I right? Or until I've had my morning two fishermen. Because the crocodile leaps from his resting place, breaks the boat in half, and the fishermen try to swim away, but they're not fast enough for the croc. Alright man, what was your strategy here? What are you doing? Why are you even in that position? That's not gonna help you get away. Maybe if I just pretend I'm already dead, he won't be mad at me anymore. Maybe he'll feel guilty, and then he won't want to eat my whole head. Oh no, he ate my whole head! Now I know what you guys
It's like
want.
an electric
You
blue,
just want me to
but I
go
don't
through
know.
and show you all the scenes where somebody gets eaten by the crocodile. You know how I know that? Because this whole movie is on YouTube, and all of the most rewatched parts are the parts where somebody gets eaten by the crocodile. But first, the movie has to introduce all the characters and set up the plot and the story. But hey, at least the plot of this movie probably.
I can't make an
mostly
electric
revolves around
blue with
the crocodile,
these,
right?
so I just sort of made my red blue. But hey, if it isn't Pretty Boy Gojo!
Terrorism, just a neighborhood construction.
So still trying to figure it out?
Every day.
You see, Jack, an American man living in Thailand, owns a zoo, which is right in the way of a road that Kansong wants to build. So he's been trying every trick in the book to get Jack out of his farm, to get him to give it up, including sending an investigator from the Department of Animal Welfare to investigate him.
Department of Animal Welfare, Ellen Namor. She said she's responding to a citizen's complaint. Congratulations. We're having a promotion at the park, and you happen to be the 50th customer of the day.
What do I win?
A sushi dinner for two at any restaurant on the beach.
I gotta watch this.
Well, maybe you should consider feeding your animal instead of me.
Actually, that's a poor shit level. See, Croc's are the most vocal and sexually aggressive of all the reptiles.
Oh, no, don't worry. That crocodile doesn't want to eat you. He wants to sleep with you. But unfortunately, she's mine, so back off!
Alright,